Hey, what's going on? I just want to do a quick review on these new Raycon E25s everyday earbud. I just got them as an early Father's Day gift. I just want to do a quick short review. I know some of these videos can get pretty long, so I'm going to try to keep this short. Quick background, I used to use AirPods all the time. One of the AirPods went out, so I can only hear out of one. I don't know if that's a common problem, but I know that that happened to my son's pair also. He upgraded to the AirPod Pros. The price was a little high for me. I had heard a lot about these Raycons. I'd heard them advertised in a lot of podcasts I listen to. I'm a big podcast listener, so I decided to give them a shot. When he upgraded to the Pros and they were like $250, I thought that was a little steep. Looked into these. They're $80, a third of the price. And even at $80, if you pay $80, which is still a great price, that's that you're paying too much. I know, like I said, I didn't order these. These were a Father's Day gift, but when you log onto the website, I believe it'll give you, right when you log on, it'll tell you 15% off your order. Like I said, I'm a big podcast listener, so when I listen to the Jim Rohn podcast, the Shaquille O'Neal podcast, etc., they all offer 15% off promo codes as well. So if you pay $80, you're paying a little bit too much, even though $80 would still be a hell of a deal for these things. I don't work for Raycon. They're not paying me to do this. Just an average earbud user. So just want to do this quick video. As far as the size, I call this the capsule. It looks like a big pill. With the AirPods, it's about the same height. This one's probably a little bit thicker. That way, if you look at them like this, I think the AirPod case is a little bit thicker this direction. But for the most part, same size. One of the negatives I had seen when I was doing some research on these was that they used to come in a matte finish. The capsule, the color of the capsule used to be a matte finish. And when you would try to open the case, you would rub off the matte finish, exposing the shiny finish underneath. To me, that wasn't a big negative, but if it was a negative for you or you've seen that somewhere, these were ordered in May of 2020, and that's no longer the case. So if that was an issue before, not an issue anymore. Raycon changed that sometime, not sure when. But the positives on this thing, they're great. I like the shininess. These are the titanium color. I believe they come in 4 or 5 different colors. I'm holding them like that so you can see the shininess, and the whole thing gives it a nice pop. I like the way it looks. The ease of pairing on these things are super easy. You pair them once, kind of like the AirPods. You pair them once, and then right when you put them into your ear, or you start using them, they automatically pair with your device. So that's super easy to do. Good quality sound. I listen to music sometimes. I have been listening to music lately a little bit more, so I can give a good review on these things. But the music, real good bass. That's one of the things they promote. I use it mostly for talking on the phone and listening to podcasts, but even talking on the phone. I do a lot of windshield time. I do a lot of work out of my truck here. And for the first few days that I used them, I would ask everybody, can you hear me okay? And they would say, yeah, how come? And I said, well, I'm using these new Raycons. I just wanted to make sure. Now, I will say I do most of the talking on the phone inside my truck, so it is kind of quiet in here versus out there when I'm on an actual construction site. So I don't know how good they would sound out there, but I don't like to use them out there just because I like to not have them in when I'm on a construction site. Kind of a safety factor. But anyway, good sound, everything. The only small problem I've had with them, and it's probably something, it may be something that I'm doing, I'm not sure yet, I still got to look into it, but it's happened to me twice. I'm listening to a podcast, I'll pull it to a job site, I'll take them out and I'll put them back into the case, and I assume that turns them off and starts charging them. Well, I'll go outside, go talk to somebody, go do some quick work, come back in the truck, and I noticed that my podcast was still playing. The little dot showing you how far along you've progressed in the podcast was still moving, and I got quiet. I kind of listened, and I can hear my podcast playing. Well, they were still playing out of the earbuds in the case, so I put the case up to my ear. They were still playing. I had to put them back into my ear, rewind the podcast, and for what I missed. It's happened twice. Whatever, not a big deal. So now what I do is when I take them out, I close my podcast app. That way they can't keep playing. Again, I don't know if that's a design flaw. I don't know if that's me not charging them right or putting them in the case right, even though there's only one way to put them in the case, so that's kind of hard to mess up. But anyway, that's the only negative I found. Other than that, quality, price, comfort. I do use it does come with 5 different these little plastic tips. The tip of the ear, it does come with 5 different ones, 5 different sizes, I should say. The size that came on them fits perfectly for me. But if you do have bigger or smaller ears, there's the size to accommodate you, so that's a really cool positive also. But overall, I'd highly recommend them. Nice price, nice quality, everything. So go out and get you a pair. If you have any questions or comments or any way to fix my issue with them not turning off when I put them in the case, leave it in the comments below. I appreciate it.